How's it going, everybody? So, I've got my second coat of primer down. My first coat, I let it dry really well. We stick sanded everything. I went around and caulked all the gaps and cracks, filled in any weird holes on the walls, and the stick sander really worked well. Got this second coat on, and I had so many different holidays. The exterior walls were already painted from before, past life. This room was just an open room, and it had many coats of finished paint on it. All my interior walls are all new partition walls. Well, the center carrying beam isn't partition. However, they're new walls, all new drywall on them. So my inner walls are sucking up the primer great, just like you'd want. But I have mud all over the new walls, you see? So in parts of those walls, there's finished paint that doesn't like to soak up water. And then parts of those same exact walls have mud in so many different areas, scattered all over the place. Like 60% of the new walls have mud on them, of the old walls have mud on them for fixing all the old beat up crap, right? And the ceilings as well, all the ceilings. So we're having a lot of holidays and areas, but I fixed all of them. I wiped them all down with, horizontal swipes, cleaning them up good with a brush, batting them down, getting them thin, getting the grade so there's not a big dripping holiday. It's just back to normal coat. I'm going to go shopping for doors and all the extra components, faucets, drains, stuff like that I'm gonna need to finish this build. Flooring for these sub-platforms. So anyway, I'm gonna let these fans dry this primer up, this last coat of primer. I saved a little bit in my sprayer so that if I have any bad areas, I can spray a quick coat on them overnight and in the morning come in and sand them down. Because that primer coat, it seals the drywall in, it makes the mud hard, but it also allows you micrometers, 3 or 4 to 5 micrometers thick, that you can sand back down. Fill it in and sand it back down. And you get any weird blemishes out once it's completely dry. You can't touch it until it's super completely dry. You'll feel it in your nose when you breathe. When it's midway, it's almost got moisture and VOCs in the air. But once you come in and it's dry, you don't smell any more VOCs. And it's almost got this crispy, dry, like sawdust almost in your nose. Super dry. It almost will crack your nose. So yeah, you need a good day and a half. Especially, you just got to get your fans. Fans in every room. Fans everywhere, all over the bad spots. Put your fans in your most undryable areas, and they'll circulate that air for the other the longer walls. Now this, I'm gonna spray all with Smart Primer. The Smart Primer has great adhesion and it has great flashing power. If I sprayed these with that powder flat white, that's really only good for sealing drywall and sealing paint. Literally. That's weird. Sealing, two different words. The English words and dictionary is quite crazy. So anyway, I have to rebuild this. I'll spray it because I have to spray all the walls and everything, all with Smart Primer. And that will give myself a good lacquer coat, hardened, finished coat. I'll get this base done. At least get it painted base-wise. It'll be white. And then I'm gonna go in and fix a few things, add a few things, and I'll build some walls and some drawers. I believe this is gonna get drawers. There'll be doors. More shelves in on this side. That will have to come out a little bit for the sink and the drain. But yeah, I'll have to restructure it a little bit but that's okay. I have plenty of white birch plywood, plenty of lumber ordered. Yeah, and we'll get her done. But so I just got my list, got my list taken care of. Need to get dowels for the closets, doors, what else? Flooring. Pretty sure that's it. I've got everything else, all the covers, I've got all that. Oh, faucets. So I've got my list down, and I'm just walking around making sure that there aren't any more holidays in this place before I leave. I don't really want to come back and have to sand big, huge holidays. I'd rather just buff out areas from my paintbrush where I had to flatten the holidays out. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe. This is all going to start coming together much nicer soon. Very, very soon. You'll start to see things getting closed up, cased in, trimmed in, looking really, really good. I'm gonna put the doors in. I won't put the knobs and the striker plates on, but I'm gonna put the doors in, I believe, before I run the smart primer. And I'm going to do that because the doors always come with just primer on them. Now, some people leave the primer, and that's okay. But I believe I'd like to spray them and caulk them in because they're already white. And you'll see my finish appeal will actually come out with just pine wood trim, no nothing on it. I'm not gonna put lacquer or anything on it. It'll just be pine wood, and it'll age as it ages, and it'll darken up. But anything that's white, I want to spray with the sealer, seal it off. Smart primer, because that will be the base for all of my apartments. Smart primer. Well, it'll be all the ceiling and wall paints. Anything white inside, I always spray with smart primer. So yeah, basically once this smart primer, once this wall primer, the flat, is dried, I can sand it down, spray the rest of it on any weird blemishes, and then I'm gonna put my doors in before I spray my smart primer. And that'll come out beautiful. I'll be coating all these as well. All these, and all the circle vents are gonna get cased in with wood. It sucks that they had to be there. There's other apartments that need forced air. The only way that I can get rid of them is by encasing them in with pine box. Call it a box out. And then that box out will also flow with these HVAC boxes once they're white. So it'll actually end up looking really, really nice. And once they're white, they won't stick out like a sore thumb like they do now, especially right there. And where this drops down, I'm going to move this structural point in, and I'll trim over all that, and I'll caulk the inside of it. Because again, this will be white. So anywhere that you have wood against white, you don't want cracks. You won't want cracks like that. That will all get quarter round. So I'll put quarter round trim up, and then over and over. All the baseboard will get baseboard, just 1x4, or 1x4.5, 1x5, so 1x4.5 inch actual. This here, I actually need to caulk this before I smart prime, because I don't know, I might put some quarter round in there. Actually, that is what I'll do. I'll trim this out with quarter round. And I have all of the levers coming. I got the white levers and the white crank all coming in the mail. Now these are just vinyl windows, and they're already cased in, caulked in. They're beautiful, look great. And I've spray foamed quite a bit. I'm trying to minimize the amount of sound coming from the apartments. So, thanks for watching. Kind of stressed out because it's only me and I'm working hard, but I know I just got to get to it. So I've got my list. I think that all the holidays have stopped doing holiday-ness. So I'm gonna head over to take a trip to in town and get me some doors and all kinds of other weird stuff to finish off my build. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you at the next step. Main Man Squanto out.